Awareness and self-determination. In the common world, people often overloaded with information and advice. It seems every corner you turn, someone is trying to tell you how to build awareness and self-determination. With all the advertisements and information, it's often hard to decide what you must listen to. When it comes to assessing the self, however, the vast majority of people find it a difficult task. This is also one of the prime reasons why most of the people disregard it as a frivolous activity with no positive outcomes. Awareness and self-determination methods often present concerns that involve the processes of raising the level of consciousness and optimizing one's potential to the best possible level. Despite of the many concerns, it is crucial in today's high-dollar world to advance in self-growth. People must learn how to control their emotions, fears, etc., to survive. Pessimistic feelings such as fear, depression, violence, and anger are spreading quickly among the municipal men like an endemic. Furthermore, the vogue fashion of pro-independence living, growing segregation amongst people continues to add to the loneliness and hostility of an urban man. In the face of such circumstances, it is virtually impossible for a person to maintain calmness and composure at all times. Many people due to these changes are becoming more irritated, frustrated, and confused. The vast majority of people are living life hastily, working overtime and live and in chaos. Because of these complications, it has left people have a little time to spend with the self. Inside of everyone is a hidden genius. Yet because of the prevailing culture and the inclinations that drive people to materialistic pursuits, many people are undermining the power and strength of the inner self. On the other hand, a person who invests his time in building a healthy relationship with himself grows up to become more reflective, organized, and conscious of his thoughts and actions. Awareness and self-determination has a couple of aspects, which is highly misinterpreted, is spirituality. Mysticism is measured as a practice preferential by sages who live in remote lands or the older people. Some people also consider it stroke of luck or a media hype attention grabber adopted by some people in order to befool the masses by promising them inner peace and contentment. The world of religious studies is misguiding and often leads people off track. In fact, it is exclusively a personal choice whether the entity wants to practice religion or not. Unquestionably, it has its own advantages and can help a person to be at calm, if adopted correctly. Typically, our inner self is allied with the psychosomatic aspect of our personality. Sadly, the competitive world has forced people to try and outdo the other by competing fiercely. Many people embrace strong pessimistic feelings for their competitor, such as covetousness, revulsion, and maliciousness. Self-control is very essential for the complete self-analysis. If a person is not in control of his or her harmful emotions, he or she cannot sit back and relax the mind in order to carry out an honest analysis of the inner self, thus it will only create more heartaches for the self and the rest of the world. It requires a lot of audacity and open-mindedness on the part of a person to amiably correct the negative side through acceptance. What are more, accepting and working on it are two completely different things. An individual must be motivated and self-determined enough consciously to work at eliminating the negative qualities on a recurring basis. It may be shocking, but all it takes is little amount of audacity, motivation, self-determination and desire to improve and set free the greater qualities hidden within each individual, and then convert the self to create a self-determined professional, personal, and social life.